Unprepared. I apologize.
Not a problem. It happens.
Let's get that. There we go. It should be on now, I think.
Yeah, you got video on your end.
All right. So it's a little strange for me doing this without Gord, but we'll just do the best we can. Welcome everybody to What If We're Right. We are broadcasting live on Spreaker.com. Phone lines are open, 604-655-9630. Don't worry, Mike. Nobody's ever called. Oh, that's a lie. One person did one time. Welcoming to the show today, Mike Symonds. He's a writer, speaker, artist, and content creator with an actually really cool website and a podcast on Podbean, the Anything Goes Project. Mike, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing awesome.
Good.
This is a little different for me. I'm actually in the hot seat, and I'm not actually the one having to ask the questions to keep the show going tonight.
It's a little strange, isn't it? I've been on both sides, and I gotta say I much prefer this side. Just for the uninitiated, because my research was a little thin, why don't you tell our listeners about the Anything Goes Project and a little about yourself?
Okay. Well, real quick, the Anything Goes Project was a podcast that was originally created in 2010 by both me and my oldest son, who was in high school at the time. And it was one of those things, he just wanted to get on and do something goofy and funny. So we did that. And we started getting viewers, and because we did it, we also broadcast it live on Facebook too while we were recording.
Oh, very cool.
And it was going really well. Well, as you know, with having kids and stuff, things happen. They've got all these extracurricular activities they're in. My kids were all in marching band. We did a lot of state competitions and stuff. So they were really concentrating on their grades because they wanted to get into a good university. So my son came to me one night and he was like, Dad, he said, look, I can't keep doing this because it's going to start cutting into my homework. And I said, all right, cool. Tell you what, how about we do a farewell show and we cut it off from there. So we did. And afterwards, I pulled everything down, the website, all the stuff. And it was, not October of 2017. I decided, you know what? I'm going to start it back up. I don't really need a co-host. I know a lot of people within the music industry and film industry and authors and stuff because I myself am a published author. So I've got to meet a lot of these people. So I was like, I'm just going to start this back up. One, because I kept getting emails asking me when were we going to do new shows. And I'm like, where in the hell are you guys finding this information at? Come to find out, somebody had downloaded my the YouTube versions of them and actually had them on an archive YouTube.
Oh, wow.
So people were still getting to see them even though they hadn't been aired in 7 years. And so I started it back up, and the very first episode we did was actually with a friend of ours who was also on the original version. It's a Dave Rita out of California. He is an independent filmmaker, and his film bit parts, he completely funded and financed the whole movie himself because Hollywood moguls said, no, we're not giving you the money and you'll never get it off the ground. Ended up being it ended up being so popular, and as far as like cult horror fiction, that there was like a 3-week waiting list for it back when Netflix had to have the DVDs. So it's just been the Anything Goes Project concept itself is literally anything goes. I'll bring anybody on the show and have a conversation with them. I don't care. Like I said, if you're an author, a writer, the soccer mom down the street, everybody has a story to tell.
Exactly.
And this is the platform that we do it. However, over the past year, I've been getting a lot of people that are creatives, what I call creatives. They do something that is creative that want to put some sort of positivity back into the world. So that is what we've been really concentrating on, is getting all these people on here that do creative content, whether it's music, YouTube, podcasting. I've had several podcast hosts come on my show as well because I want to talk to them. Artists as well, people that use art as therapy for helping people that have gone through traumatic issues, just that kind of stuff. And that's pretty much how our show has evolved. and we recently evolved it into a YouTube channel now, and it's that one's been really fun because originally that YouTube channel was strictly for, I would do an interview with somebody and I would take the video file from that interview and I just drop it over to YouTube. So like, hey guys, and I'd tell them on the podcast, hey guys, if y'all want to see who it was I was talking to, just head over to the YouTube channel. I didn't ever think I was going to get any subscribers. Well, people started subscribing. And I was like, okay, maybe this is something. And then I started getting emails again saying, hey, we'd really like you to amp up the YouTube channel. So I had to buy a bunch of cameras along with all this audio equipment. Now we're doing the YouTube channel.
That is excellent. Is there other than your filmmaker, is there any big names that can credit a little bit of success to the Anything Goes project?
Marie D. Jones, she's written 27 books now on the paranormal. Just quite a few people. Oh, also recently I've had on Twism White Piece. He is a hip hop rapper out of Toronto, and Ian Guerin, who is also a pop. He's been on the top 100 in the pop music, and he's come on. And actually, Twism and I have been working together here recently because he owns a radio station, and I'm now his Tuesday night live host.
Oh, very cool. Hang on one sec. I've got my co-host Gord joining us here, and I'll just have to put you on hold for 1 sec. All right, buddy. You here?
Hey.
Hey, everything okay?
Yeah, it's fine.
I assume it was the girl?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. Are we on the air or no?
No.
Okay, it was Lucas.
Oh, Jesus. All right. That can wait till after.
Yeah, well, that's why I said so. I'll fucking call him tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah.
There we go. All three of us should be in now. Maybe
Oops.
not.
Hang on a second.
Hang on.
Here.
I screwed up. There we go.
There we go.
All three of us are here. Sorry about that, guys. A little bit sloppy, but we're all here together.
Eric, your video is really white.
Yeah, well, so am I.
Well, yeah, but you're like whiter than ginger white.
I will see what I can do about that. Gord, say hello to Mike. This is Mike Symonds from the Anything Goes project. A fantastic story. And why do I have feedback here now?
Sorry, that was me.
No problem. We were just talking about some of the big names that he's had on his show, and a couple of great hip-hop artists. I'm really excited about the future of hip-hop. We've had a few artists on our show in the last year that were it looks like hip-hop's going in a good direction again, finally. And Gord's an expert. He may be able to speak to that.
Oh, absolutely. And like I said, Twism is one of those hip-hop artists that I really wanted to bring on the show because, like I said, we were talking to people who are doing something that is impacting society for a good. Well, he had an awesome story to begin with because he grew up in a broken home, got involved in gangs, was running the drugs, the prostitution, the guns, all of that stuff.
Shit.
Ended up getting locked up. And he said this whole time that he was doing all this, he was chasing something in his life, trying to find something. And it wasn't until the point that he got locked up into prison that he realized, I had all of that. I had a wife. I had kids. And it was when he got out, he started trying to make a positive change. Like I said, his music is positive. His new album that just dropped, Twism 2020, is he's got a song on there called My Children. And it's about his children and his wife, how they've affected him and brought him down to earth and what he does to impact people. And it's just really great story with that. And like I said, his music is good. I agree with you. I'm liking where hip hop is going nowadays. I had another young lady on here recently. Her name was Ashley Britton, 18 years old, just now getting into the hip hop scene. This was her first album. Actually, that was her first interview.
Oh, really?
And that'll be something to say, 5-10 years from now when she's racing up the charts, and you can say, I was the first interview.
And I've got another young man who I was literally his first interview as well. His name is Slide, and he's coming up with some good music. He's an up and coming artist, hasn't signed to any major record labels or anything yet. But I wanted to bring him on because he's also got a platform for anti-bullying, because he grew up as a minority in a southern school in Georgia, where he was the only white kid in his classes. Plus, he has Asperger's and autism.
Oh, geez.
Oh, wow.
So for him to come on my show was really interesting to begin with. He was so nervous when we first got it started. I was like, dude, just chill. There's nothing to be nervous about. It's just you and I. We're going to have a casual conversation.
Do you guys have Pink Shirt Day down there?
No, I don't think we do. That whenever they do the pink thing down here, it's for breast cancer awareness.
Right. Yeah, there was an initiative started in Eastern Canada years ago where a young kid was bullied because he wore a pink shirt to school. And two guys in his school stood up for him, and they decided to wear pink. And over the years, it's caught on. It's at the end of February every year. And now it's just a massive movement here, just an anti-bullying movement. And,
I'm wearing a pink now.
I'd like to wear pink, but being a ginger just don't work with the skin tone.
Orange is a color that does not work with me. My wife tells me I'll put on an orange shirt, and she's like, please go take that off. You look like a pumpkin.
Yeah, I said I look like a sunburnt pumpkin when I do the same thing.
My problem is I look too good in everything. That's why I keep the camera a little bit off all the time, or else it tends to get intimidating.
That's the ego I love.
So, I guess the title kind of says it all, but where do you hope to take the Anything Goes project? Do you have a goal for it, or?
I'm just having fun with it. I've already got people that have been contacting me that want to do sponsorship and brand deals and stuff like that. And it's like, no, that's not what my audience wants on that. So I'm at that point where I can say, no.
Well, send those sponsors to us because we need the money.
Absolutely.
So I mean, it's like, I just tell them, hey, you know what? Look, that's not something my audience would be interested in. So I'm not one of these that's going to jump on the very first sponsorship that comes along. I also do a lot of tech reviews, so I've got people that are sending me free gear all the time.
Nice.
On the YouTube show. I've got probably about 20 microphones that are here in my office that I've tried out, and it's like, this one's crap. Throw it across the room.
I don't even have a mic. I'm still doing this out of my laptop or my cell phone.
Well, and it's like I got friends that are messaging me, hey, are you going to keep that microphone? No. You send it to me? But yeah, we've got people that are reaching out. The show is actually impacting people. We're finding that it is growing. Like I said, we're not Joe Rogan size. Never will be. I mean, that man's been doing his podcast for 10 years. So yeah, he's already been out there and done that. But, I mean, we don't do too bad. Like 3,000 downloads last month. My audience is worldwide. I've interviewed people in Europe, Spain, Australia. I'm actually supposed to be going on another podcast, which I have to get up for 2:00 in the morning to do it because that's his 7 a.m. or a 7 p.m. show that he does.
Oh, damn.
We've got Gordon and I have a friend in England who does a podcast, and he tries to get us on at all kinds of crazy hours because he's just starting, and it'll be like 3 a.m. here. Hey, can you do the show? And like, no, I can't. Leave me alone.
It's just not going to fly.
My friend Wassam, he'd sent me a message. Hey, I'd love to get you on my 7 p.m. live show because we do it live and it broadcasts to Facebook and all this and that. I'm like, whoa. What part of Australia are you in? And he's like, Sydney. And I went, that's a 17-hour difference. I forgot you don't live around here.
Yeah. So, you get that a lot when it comes to these.
I did the math in my head real quick, and I went, dude, I'm going to have to get up at like 2 in the morning. I said, the only thing I'm ever doing at 2 in the morning is sleeping or getting up to go pee and then going right back to bed.
Yeah, neither of those things you want broadcast on YouTube, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be interesting. I told him I'd do it. We'd figure out a day that I can do it. So It's one of those I'm probably not going to go to bed that night, because if I go to sleep, it's going to be horrible.
Oh, yeah. Get on there with all sleep boys.
We are, what's the date today? Is the 8th. We're 10 days away from 2 years of doing this together, Gordon and I. And it just struck me in the middle of the night last night, what a great